In the bag, I've got one more thing. So we've had so much variety. We've got a lettuce, a heart of compassion. We have ears ready to hear and eyes hopefully ready to see. There's so much variety in the world. I've got something else here. I've got a beautiful, beautiful apple. Imagine for a minute that you never had an apple before, or maybe you met an alien, and the alien came down to Earth, planet Earth, and he saw this apple, and he took the apple, and he looked at it. I wonder what he'd think about it. It's beautiful. Don't you think that's beautiful? Is it just me who thinks it's beautiful? Maybe he'd say, this is so beautiful, I'm going to take it back to my planet. I'm going to polish it. I'm going to put it on the shelf so that everybody coming to my house on planet Zog, or whatever, wherever this alien comes from, wherever anybody who comes to my house will see this beautiful, beautiful ornament. Is that what you do with an apple? What happens to the apple after a while? It would just go rotten, wouldn't it? What a waste. So he would not have enjoyed the apple. Or maybe he's a juggling alien and he says, I know, yeah, I'll be able to juggle it. But is that really what you do with this beautiful apple? If you drop it, it will become a bad apple. This is a beautiful apple, but what do you have to do to really appreciate, to really enjoy this apple? Do you just put it on a shelf and polish it and look at it all the time and admire the beauty? Do you juggle it? Or maybe use it in a cricket game? What do you do with an apple? Yeah, so you have to take a bite and taste and see that this apple is good. And the only way to really appreciate an apple is to take a bite and then take that step. Yes, eat that apple and enjoy the juices and the goodness that an apple provides. Well, Jesus talked about a harvest. But he didn't just talk about the beautiful world that we lived in. He talked about a harvest of bringing people into God's family so they could hear. And he wants us to taste and see that he is good. And once again, it's another verse from the Bible, so I'm going to sing it to you and get you to join in. It's all about an apple. So it goes like this. He wants us to taste and see that the Lord is good. It goes like this. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. So that's the chorus part. That's what God wants us to do, though. When he says taste, you don't go up and eat a Bible. You try him. Try him, and you put your trust in him, and you choose to follow him, and then you suddenly realise that he is good, and that he's with us all the time. But this song goes like this. It goes, taste. So can you put it to your mouth? So it goes, taste and see, and then we do this, that the Lord is good. So it goes, taste and see that the Lord is good. And then we go, find out for yourself. So you point to different people. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And then there's another part which we sort of rap. Don't worry too much about that. But Graham, can we have that song on? Nice and loud. So you ready to sing? It's got a bit of a funky beat to it. Graham, can it go any louder? Can it go any louder? Go. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And again, taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. If I gave you an apple, would you polish it up nice? Would you put it on the shelf and refuse to take a bite? But that would be crazy. You miss its delight. You never really know what an apple is like. Can it go any louder? Go, no? Okay. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is. If I gave you an apple, would you polish it up nice? Would you put it on the shelf and refuse to take a bite? But that would be crazy. You miss its delight. You never really know what an apple is like. You have to taste it and see. So taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. I see you clapping. Oh yeah. There's a story in the Bible about goes on a bit, this one, doesn't it? We had a good time on this one. Yeah. Woo. And a bit cheer. Yeah. Taste and see that the Lord is good. One day Jesus was in town, or fairly close by, and Jesus was really, really popular. Everybody thought Jesus is awesome. So can you give a big cheer and sort of go, yeah? And crowds of people all went to see Jesus. Lots and lots of people all went to see Jesus. There was a little boy, and he wanted to go and see Jesus too. But he couldn't see. I've got a song which goes like this. It goes, yum, yum. Can you do this? It goes, yum, yum. It's time to fill up my tum. So rub those tummies. Some of us have got big ones. Some of us have got little ones. But it goes like this. It goes, yum, yum. It's time to fill up my tum. Munch, munch. It's time to eat up my lunch. I got 5 small loaves and 2 small fish. I've been looking forward to this. Yum, yum. Anyway, Jesus wasn't too far away. Crowds of people went to see Jesus. And this little boy said, Mum, I'd like to go see him too. Can I go? And she said, of course you can. And she gave him his packed lunch. And he started to walk up towards Jesus. But there was this huge crowd of people. Now, he was at the back. And he couldn't see. Can you imagine this little boy sort of turning up going, excuse me, I can't see. Excuse me, I can't see. Do little boys like being at the back? No, they like to go to the front. And I can imagine this little boy sort of pushing his way through the crowd going, ow, sorry mate, trod on his foot. But eventually this little boy made it to the front and he sat down and he started to listen to Jesus. And sometimes Jesus made him laugh and told jokes and he was fun to listen to. So let's pretend to be that boy laughing going, hey, like it, like it. Other times, Jesus made them think. So look like you're thinking. Jesus made people think. Because he talked about God in a way that nobody else talked about God. He said, this is all about, a God who actually loves you. And people had never heard that. There was one person, and maybe that little boy was sitting down and somebody treads on his hand. Oh, mate, you trod on my hand. Sorry, but I'm blind. This guy goes to Jesus and comes back and he says, I'm sorry I trod in your hand. It's all right, you're blind. Not anymore. Jesus made me see. This was an awesome day. Jesus was there, so it's awesome. People were being healed. They were listening to what Jesus was saying, and they thought, this is amazing. And then, can you hear the stomachs rumbling? Rumble, rumble. There were about 5,000 men, plus all the ladies and the children, and all of them, their stomachs started to rumble. And I can imagine this little boy taking out his lunch going, yum, yum, it's time to fill up my tum. Munch, munch, it's time to eat up my lunch. I got 5 small loaves and 2 small fish. I've been looking forward to this. Yum, yum. And he was just about to take a bite when he overheard some of Jesus' friends say, we got no food. And Jesus wants us to feed the crowd. The little boy used his eyes. He looked around and he saw this crowd and they looked hungry. Can you look hungry? Actually, you do look hungry. Yeah? He used his eyes to see. He used his ears to hear this about this hungry crowd and how Jesus wanted to feed them. Now, if that was me, I'd have gone, what a shame. They got no food. I've got my food. Yum, yum. Hum. And I'd have kept my food for myself. But this little boy didn't. He used his eyes to see, he used his ears to hear, and then he had a heart of compassion. And he said, I know it's small, but give my gift to Jesus. And those disciples took his food and they passed it on to Jesus. And Jesus didn't sort of look at the little boy and say, is that it? Is that all you can offer? 5 small loaves and 2 fish? It's tiny, mate. Just hang on to it. Jesus didn't say that. He accepted that little boy's gift. And I reckon he said, thanks, mate. And that little boy went, that's all right. And then the little boy's eyes must have popped out of his head as Jesus started to break the food. And Jesus' friends, his disciples, took the food to the crowd of people over there, and took his food to the crowd of people over there, and over there, and over there, and over there, and over there, until eventually the food even came back to that little boy. He'd given everything to Jesus, and although it seemed small, Jesus accepted his gift, and then he fed the whole crowd with that little boy's gift. A small gift. Where that little boy had eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart of compassion. And the whole crowd were reached, all because that little boy wanted to serve Jesus in that way. He gave his gift to Jesus. And he tasted, that day they all tasted, and they all saw something about how wonderful and how amazing Jesus was. They'd heard him speak, they'd watched him make blind people see, and now they'd seen him feed a whole crowd of people. And here we are 2,000 years later saying, hey, this same Jesus wants you to have eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart of compassion, a heart ready to receive. Do not harden your heart towards God. And Jesus says, taste me and see that I am good. Put your trust in me, put your hope in me, and I will not let you down. I'll be here for you, and I will feed you, and I will guide you, and I will show you how I want you to live in this world. I'll turn you into the person, you'll grow into the person that I want you to be. God wants us to taste and see that the Lord is good. Let's sing that song again. Can we have it again? That the Lord is good. So let's just finish with that song. And then I'll hand back over to you. Let's see you clapping along. Are you ready? Taste and see. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And again. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Let's hear you sing. So it's taste and see that the Lord is good. And again, taste and see that the Lord is good. Find out for yourself how good the Lord is. Taste and see that the Lord is good. I think we'll finish it there, Graham. We finish it there. Maybe you like that bit, Graham. He likes this bit, that's why he's playing it on a bit. And straight. But I want to challenge you today. I wonder if you've ever tasted and seen actually Jesus is good. The only way to discover an apple is to try it. And the only way to discover that Jesus is real is to try him. And you will discover that he is real and he's beautiful and he's amazing. And it's certainly worth getting to know. Over to Kathy.